Oh, I'm Azaikyousuke. Welcome back to another update video. So, you guys might realize that I actually have a tiny bit of hair here. That's because today's a Thursday, not really a Sunday. Usually I make these update videos on a Sunday. And I'm a pretty meticulous person. I'm a pretty uptight person. I have a strict schedule about what I do on Monday to Sunday. So I would shave my head every week at the end of the week. But yeah, I'm actually recording this on Thursday because I have free time now. Because on the last update video, I was telling about how I was done doing the Let's Read about the Silver case number 4.5. And this is gonna be bad news for people that are anticipating me or, expecting me to play Flower, Sun, and Rain. But I played Flower, Sun, and Rain. I recorded upwards to episode 4, and episode 4 is about until request number 14. But I really cannot play the game anymore, guys. The game is literal hell. The gameplay is very bad. I can give it the benefit of the doubt. The music's pretty nice. The atmosphere is pretty nice. But the gameplay and overall story and the amount of story that you get between the gameplay and the story is just non-existent. All those 4 episodes that I did, I'm not kidding you. The only substantial amount of story that I got was maybe 20 minutes. Each of those episodes are 2 hours long. I really do not want to do this because I was really anticipating the silver case, right? And I thought that the sequel to it would be also really good. But turns out it's not. It was a game on the Nintendo DS along with the PS2. So it was more so a game than an actual just pure visual novel, unlike the first game. So this falls into the line of what one of my Patreon members was saying about how games are games because they have lots of gameplay, while visual novels are visual novels because it's focused mostly on the story. Sure, there are some gameplay aspects in some of the visual novels, but if there's too much gameplay, I don't think it's actually a visual novel anymore. And that's what happens with the Flower, Sun, and Rain game. So I got upwards to request number 14. The game had 18 requests, by the way, but I kid you not, guys, the gameplay was just torturous. If people like that sort of gameplay, more power to them. I'm just stating my own opinion here, but that is not my sort of gameplay. That is not my sort of story. And what I'm gonna be doing is just I'm gonna be dropping Flower, Sun, and Rain, and then next week, which is literally the day after this update video is uploaded, I'm gonna be doing the 25th Ward. So by this point, I've already gone through the wiki on what exactly happened on Flower, Sun, and Rain, along with actually watching a silent playthrough of Flower, Sun, and Rain. See, the thing is, the game actually had some amazing twists, but it was only the last 2 hours of the game. Are you fucking kidding me? Why the fuck was I playing that game for the extra 6 hours I was doing before? So that literally just pissed me off. When I was reading through the wiki, when I was going through the YouTube video of this guy who was silently playing through the game, I'm like, damn, the story's actually pretty good, right? But before that, I kid you not, throughout the whole experience, I was like, why am I playing this? What happened on the first episode to the 4th episode that I recorded? Like I said, only 20 minutes actually matter throughout that whole experience. So I was also looking at game facts about whether or not people were feeling the same way I did, sort of like seeking validation, whether or not, maybe I'm an outlier, maybe people don't feel the same way I do. But no, people actually said the same thing about the gameplay. The story, they actually do not know or understand too much. Because if you actually played this game when it first came out, which was in 2001, um, the 25th Ward, or sorry, the 24th Ward was actually not out in English yet. So that game came out in 1999, right? But that was only for people in Japan. I don't know whether or not the remaster that I played, which was the 2016 one, was the one that only got like localized in English. Because if so, people back in the day, they don't really care too much about story, I guess. But I've never been that sort of person. Maybe I was back then, maybe when I was like what, 7 to 10 years old. But that was also because I didn't understand English as much as I do right now. After I actually paid attention to story, I'm definitely more of a story kind of person than a gameplay type of person. So that's why the substance, the substance, I did not see any substance in Flower, Sun, and Rain. I will give you guys a recap of what happened in Flower, Sun, and Rain, and I will also upload those first 4 episodes, because throughout those 4 episodes, I did have speculation on what the hell is actually going on throughout the whole game. And after reading through the wiki and also watching the silent playthrough, I was completely off. So that was what I like. I like it when my thoughts, when my speculation is thrown completely out of the water and it's replaced by something crazy, which the game definitely still has. But my goodness, the gameplay and the amount of filler that I had to go through is just not worth it, guys. The gameplay in particular. The filler, if it's just reading, I don't mind. But the gameplay, it's just super bad. So the plan is, I'm gonna be doing the 25th Ward starting tomorrow for people on YouTube. For people on YouTube and Patreon, I guess. So if you guys want to take a look at that, you guys can become a free member on the Patreon, and I will put the link over there. You guys can just go follow and then become a free member, and then just go to the collections. That's where I put all of the first episode previews of the stuff that I have listed. But yeah, that's the plan for the you know, like the Silver Case series. After I'm done with the 25th Ward, that's when I'm gonna start checking through new requests again for visual novels. Second part of the update is about the JRPG content that I've been like uploading for a while. If you guys notice, I've actually been privating all of the RPG stuff, including the streams, because I feel like I kid you not, guys, I really started enjoying gaming again when I was streaming it on Twitch. But the problem was the editing is very, very mundane and not something that I enjoy very much. Sorry, I had to mute there because I had to cough. But yeah, I had to slough through, like, you know, dig through lots of the stream that I was doing. And when I'm streaming, I never really do any sort of like planned thing. I just do whatever. So for the most part, I'm not doing something concise or something that's linear. Like I would explore here and there'd be like no no way forward, and I would explore the next place, there would be no way forward. But I enjoy that sort of experience when it comes to adventuring, right? But the problem was, it was hell to actually edit out those videos to make it into something coherent for people on YouTube. So I was like having this grand thing about making a review about the whole Yi series when once I was done doing it, but man, I don't think I could do it. The editing is just too much of a hassle. And part of the reason why I'm doing this in the first place is because I'm enjoying this, right? If I start not enjoying what I'm doing, I feel like that's a very bad thing to do. It's not going to be long term that I'm going to be able to do so. So that's why I start privating all the JRPG stuff. I'm going to just keep the YouTube channel into pure visual novel. So no like JRPG stuff. I am still going to be streaming on Twitch 3 days a week. Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So if you guys do want to see my JRPG adventures, I will be on Twitch. But yeah, that's about all I got for this update. The silver case is gonna be continuing, like I said, tomorrow for people on Patreon. People on YouTube, you guys will see it in December probably. It's still a long time, guys, for you guys. I'm recording this what on July the 18th. So you guys are about 5 months late on the upload. Maybe even 6 months, since I haven't even been like putting yyou on the YouTube playthroughs, or I haven't been uploading it since the way I usually upload is I do visual novels from YouTube votes and then Patreon votes, YouTube votes, Patreon votes, stuff like that, right? So I will always schedule it until I'm done with the YouTube playthroughs first, and then I would do the Patreon one. And right now, I'm not done with. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot more lately, so it's kind of nice being hydrated. What was I saying again? But yeah, I also don't really cut my videos, as you can see from my update videos and whatnot. I don't really like making, what's the word? I don't like making a script. What I do is always impromptu. I don't do anything according to a script. That's why you don't really see me doing jump cuts and whatnot too. Unless I'm doing like a new game plus playthrough, like say in Sengoku Rants or in Venus Blood Frontier, which you guys will see next after like episode 25 or something like that. But yeah, that's it for the update, I suppose. Like I said, 25th Ward starts tomorrow, and yeah, if you guys like the video, like it. If you guys haven't sub, and if you guys want to support me on Patreon for early access, do feel free to do so. But for the most part, I appreciate just becoming a free member there on Patreon, because you guys can see the first episode previews. And if you guys want to see more of my JRPG ventures, like I said, follow me on Twitch. Following is basically the same as subscribing on Twitch. Or sorry, subscribing on YouTube, while subscribing is basically joining on YouTube. But yeah, that's about it. I am actually going to be streaming some more Yeast today. So I will see you guys on the next one. See ya.